Look at that, huge chunks. Yeah, it's kind of crunchy. Hey everyone, Monkey Wrench Mike. We are back with another video on, you can't even see it because it's missing. This is my super inexpensive 1995 Mercedes S320. This comes from Randy over at Auto Auction Rebuilds. And yes, it's a mess. I mean, this thing is a huge mess. So in the video, what I want to do is when I first get cars, I kind of evaluate and see what I've got. I've actually purchased. You know, we've already tried the windows. We know one of the window regulators isn't working. But in this video, I can't stand how bad it looks, so we're going to give her a wash. I have already vacuumed her out, and she looks so much better. And I've saved all of the records, okay, right there. Lots of history on the car, but look how much better she looks just with all that crap removed. I do want to find another one of these, because that's disappointing. And there are some places on the wood that I'll see if I can find out. Like this right here is terrible. If another one of these shows up in the junkyard, that would be great. It could save me a lot of money. See, this car sat for so very long. Okay, this is all kind of coming up right here. But the leather, the seats themselves, they're in good condition. Okay, so we will grease them up, but I'll do that off camera. I just want to wash her and see what I've actually purchased, because the paint on these, it comes back. It really, really does. Just a quick little wash, maybe a buff, definitely a wax, and she's going to be great. So let me kind of move her into a different part of the driveway back here, and we'll get to work. What do you think? When she was wet, she was gorgeous, okay? That's what's gonna happen after I buff and give her a wax. Right now, the paint is just so dry, and there's still some stuff embedded in there. But as you walk around and you look for door dings or signs of damage or like repair work or anything like that, I don't see it. I really don't. Like even, well, hopefully that will clean up a little bit right there. Give her a good wax and a buff with some rubbing compound, not too aggressive, and she'll look gorgeous. There's not a door ding on here, okay? Oh, I'm so happy. You got the big Michelin tires. I really think that this was a well cared for car until the steering locked up, and then it was just too expensive to have somebody fix it, and so they just kind of left it. And it sat for years and years and years. That's what I think. I'm in relatively low mileage. Look at the trunk. Yeah, I've cleaned that out. You remember what that looked like? Yeah, and I haven't even spent that much time. All this is doing is holding down this part of the carpet, okay? Because I went ahead and put the cover, the battery cover right there, and I just want the carpet to remember where it belongs. But this is fantastic. Okay, so this piece I do need, and there's, like I said, some wood pieces on the inside. I don't think she's going to need paint. I'm hoping she doesn't, because the top, that might come back. We'll just have to see, okay? And I'm not the best detail person with paint, but I can put some elbow grease into this thing and see how it's shiny where the water's still kind of dripping off. I do need a new handle right there. But the windows are great, except for that window regulator. The side mirrors are great. The front glass, except for this right here, is great. And like I said, I think I have one. I'm so happy. Even the little star looks good. Okay, and there are some, if you look very closely, some bird poop has kind of eaten into here. So we'll do what we can to get that out. But look, yeah, she's gonna be gorgeous. So the temperature is dropping fast. It is cold, and I need to focus on that S-Class. You know, we need to compare the two. We need to compare 126 to 140, and who'd you rather have? Because these are great examples, okay? They both sat for a while. They're both inside great condition. Maybe we'll do that. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a comparison, horsepower, room, what they're like to drive, on the highway, gas mileage, all that kind of stuff, because we could certainly compare the two. What do you think, Benzo the Duck? You going to compare these with me? Which one do you like? Neither one? You just gonna give up? You're ready, you're hungry, I know that. I'm hungry too. So we're gonna call it a quick little break. We'll be back and we will go through like the fluids. We'll take a look at the brake lines, the brake pads, everything else for the yet unnamed, super cheap 95 Mercedes S320. We have had a change in plans. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to instead completely remodel the inside. And this is why. Let me show you. I did not find one of these yet, but look what I have found. Absolutely. I have sourced door cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 is over there. These all came out of the same year car, but it has a different color wood, and I'll show you in just a moment. I also have a new rearview mirror. I have a new switch for the overhead control panel right there, and I even have the little wood pieces. Look how gorgeous that is. Yes, all these little wood pieces are going to completely transform the interior of this car. Even this piece came out wonderfully. Okay, so we do have a crack right there, but it's better than what's on the actual car right now. So let me show you. This is the issue. For me, it has been, I want to say almost a month since I started filming the last video, and that is why. All of the snow. It's now melting. It was snowing 2 days ago. It's almost 70 today, so life in Oklahoma continues. This is the problem, as you can see right here. This is so dried out. This is so cracked. Even through here, it is cracked. Let me show you more. See? Right there. All the cracks. Look how terrible that is. And the wood looks horrible. So we're replacing that with this. And look how nice that's going to look. It's going to match. Oh my goodness. This is going to change the whole car. The only unfortunate part is right here. But look on the bright side, all of this is coming up. So all of these pieces are coming up. See? That means if I want to, I can give this a super light, look at that, huge chunks, a light sanding. Then I can stain this and I can put on new clear coat, and it's going to be perfect. This is just coming up in chunks. Usually it doesn't come up this easily. Okay, and then you bring up the actual wood veneer right here. But this is coming up. See? Look at that. My neighbor's chimes are going off. Yes, even the angels are singing because they're so happy I'm bringing this car back to life. And I am. I'm really excited. This is I'm not even using a screwdriver. See? Okay. So this will come off, and then I can stain this and give it a clear coat and make it look like this, which will be fantastic with that. Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah, that's going to be gorgeous. So just like on the S320, you have to remove this piece first. Then you have a screw here. On the S320, I have the SRS little sign right here, a little logo plastic piece that you have to take that off and unscrew it. I don't have one on the older version. So to remove this, and everybody gets this wrong, every person gets this wrong, there are two little arms that you just have to kind of slide out of the way, and I'll show you in a second, and then this piece comes out. Hopefully that felt like one arm. See, I don't want to break the wood, although I can go back and get those from the donor car if this does, well, this just cracked. Here's your two arms right here, and what you're trying to do is to kind of slide them up just like this, kind of out of the way. So once you get them out of the way like that, you can remove it from this side and then just kind of tilt it out, okay? I didn't do all the cracking, so I may go back and get the other piece of wood depending on how the car reacts to the transition. If it's happy with it, then we will go ahead and get it. Let me get this off and then we'll get the new one on. This part just comes off and pops off. This piece right here is broken. Every single Mercedes I've ever had this piece that goes right there broken, so you have to glue it. There it is, and this is great news. I don't think this has ever been replaced. I don't think so. I really don't. See, all these little clips came off. See, just like that. So they didn't come off with the door, which means nobody's ever tried to re-glue them, which I think they were just original, so I can reuse all the clips. You just got to be very careful when you pop these things out. Here you go. See? Love it. Super easy. So, sorry about the camera work. We will replace it. We'll pull this one out, and I think I'm actually going to try to glue it on to here. So this, I think the car is really going to come back to life. I really do. So, let me get the remainder of the clips off, and then we'll get the new one on. And then I'll show you the back one. This is going to take a little bit longer because a couple of these clips are broken, and I want this door to be, you know, almost perfect. But I want to show you, other than my obnoxious duck, how smart Mercedes is. They have these labeled. So if you look closely, this one is labeled R1. It's on the other side. R2, 3, 4, and then it goes all the way around, and they just so you know exactly where they go. And this is the glue that they've used. Okay, so this is a clip that I can reuse. This one will have to get replaced, and you got to carefully take them out so you don't rip the thing off of the door. So we'll replace all the little clips, but I have to wait for this to dry and for that one over there to dry. You clamp them. I use Gorilla Glue, and they don't come out. Okay, this is cool. It's really, really cool. So I know that one's going right there because it's R2. Pretty smart duck, huh? Okay, now let's go to the back door and just kind of see what's happening. The transformation is really going to be huge because this side is, it must have been just sitting in the sun for so long. Yeah, but see, this is terrible. Faded, cracked. It's kind of, ugh. So on this one, you've got a screw here, you got a screw here. Oh, I'm missing this piece right here. I'll have to take that off as well. Let me get this off. Look how, look how crappy that is. Yeah, we'll get this off and I'll show you. Rear door is just like the front door. Yeah, this is the little switches, the little arms that you've got to bend. Really kind of push them out of the way, push them up. Then this slips out. There's two screws here and here. They go there. And you've got one screw right there on the handle. And then it just pops off. This is your switch, your arm for your door. Okay, now this one looks like it has been, someone's kind of been inside this one perhaps. And I do want to check the window regulator. So we'll see if we can kind of wind our way in here and see what's going on. Because the window's making a weird sound when it goes up and down. Let's just see if this works. Okay, this is the window switch from the old door. And it's not doing anything. Well, that's great. Let's just see if this one works. Ooh. Yeah, it's kind of crunchy. That's kind of crunchy. Oh, that's bad. So I need a new window regulator. So yikes. So hopefully I'll get this back up, but we can at least get the door card installed. But yeah, we're going to have to work on getting this all the way up and then making it stay. You really never know what you're going to find beneath the door card or door panel. This, I don't think that's factory. All of that glue or whatever that stuff is. And then they actually glued this piece in to here. I don't know why. Maybe it was rattling or something. It was glued into here. So that was a lot of fun to get off, and we cracked it. So I'm going to get I'm going to get the original one from this new door card and put it all together. But we're making good progress. This is just, I mean, glue it? Yeah, I put a screw in there before, so I guess I can't be too judgmental. But we'll get this back where it's supposed to be. So I can screw that in. I don't know what happened to that. That was weird. But someone has definitely been in here. We'll remove all these pieces and we'll take a look at the new panel. As all the door panels process, as you can see right there, the glue is activating. It's hardening up. This is one. This is two right here. You can see. Yep, it's going to be fantastic. This is three. Okay. Yep, we got, with this Gorilla Glue, it kind of pushes things up, so you have to secure them as the glue is processing. So you either have to use a clamp, you have a clamp right there, or Just put something on top of it. Doesn't have to be super heavy, but the glue will kind of push these in the wrong location if you do not. Okay, so while all of those doors are processing, look at my hunk of junk. Yes, now that it's warming up, we can hopefully remove the engine and transmission from that. But I want to go ahead and focus on this mess right there. Okay, so we have a new switch with new lights on it. What are you doing? That's a first. You want to go for a ride? My duck has never jumped in the car like that before. I kind of like it. Just don't poop. Do not poop or you're going to be in big trouble. Okay? He just jumped out, I could hear. Okay, so when I was at the junkyard, I didn't know if I needed one of these, so I grabbed an extra one. So I have an extra one of these. This is exactly what I need. And I forgot that I had already grabbed some really nice seat switches. So I have two new ones. They came with the door cards. And in case you're wondering, I got all 4 door cards. This, the rear view mirror, and the little extra pieces of wood for 90 bucks. It was only $90. Best buy ever at LKQ. So all I got to do is pull these things out, plug them into the new one, and then attach it with, there's a screw here and there's a screw here. So these have to come off and then it will attach the screws right there. And there we go. Look how nice that is going to look. I am going to, I guess it goes this way right here. I need to get new light bulbs for this, but just look at the difference that's going to make. We'll plug up the battery and see if the roof works at all, but this is fantastic. That's going to be such a huge difference, okay? When the light bulbs come in, I will put them on. To replace the wood, this hunk of junk right here, you remove, there's screws, okay? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then you get access to this. And there's these little bitty 7mm plastic nuts that hold this in, okay? And look, look how much nicer. Yes, look how much nicer that's going to be, okay? So let me try to get this piece in and then I'll show you. Basically, there's 3 holes. It goes in right here. Find the holes, Mike. Here we go, just like this. Oh, that's going to look so good. I think I got it upside down, though. Here we go. Oh, yeah, right there. See? Beautiful, beautiful. Let me put in these little nuts, and then we'll be back. All right, to access your trim piece right here, what you have to do is remove the speaker cover, which is so very, very brittle. You can see mine broke. It's held on with a screw. Let me get you in there. That's right there. Okay, see the bolt with the washer is just about to, 10 o'clock right there. That's where the screw is. And there's a cover on that that's going to break, of course. And then you remove the speaker cover and you have access to 2 screws. Remove those 2 screws. And then inside of here, if you look, there's a little peg and you have to push this up. See how it kind of comes up right there? I don't know if I can get you in. There's the bottom of it. There's this and this. And you have to push them up to release this. And hopefully it lets go. This one did not. So this whole the tube came out with it. All right. So I can carefully, and this stuff is so brittle. It really is really, really brittle. You have 2 7mm nuts right there. Why is that so hard to say? 2 7mm nuts right there. Then this should just pop off. Unless it's been glued on, but this has been here since the creation of the vehicle, since the beginning of time, and that's where it attaches right there. Okay, so it's out with the old and we'll put the new one in. I might give this a quick little clean. See how this has got some residue and everything around it? Let me clean this real quick. Here's the new one. There's what the 2 little things attach to, and it goes just like that. Let's kind of compare. Yep. It looks weird now because the vent cover is not attached. But let me get the 2 little nuts. They went to a rubber nut or a little plastic nut. Back in the day, I kind of like the metal ones. So we're going to put the metal ones back on. And then we'll put this in and I'll show you what it looks like all put together. It's going to be fantastic. She looks great. Yes, absolutely. And the transformation is almost complete. Look at that. Look how much nicer that is. So we're moving towards the inside of the vehicle, and I've got this piece right here that I have to remove. It's held on by just 2 pegs. Okay, eventually I'm going to have to get this piece replaced. Okay, and then I want to show you something that will completely transform this dash. Okay, this little Black Magic Plastic Restore is like the best ever. It's going to completely make this car look like new. So let me see if I can get this piece off, and then we'll get the new one on. Center wood piece is removed. You got a little plastic cover that goes right here. You very carefully have to remove. This is it right here. Don't let it break. It just covers up a screw. So you have a screw right there, and then you just have to very carefully pop this out and then pull it back because there's a little latch right there. These are your 2 tabs. Okay, so it's out with the old and in with the new, which is going to be fantastic after I clean that part up. Okay, so hold on just a second. Wood has been installed. Look how much nicer it looks. It's an unbelievable transformation. So we've really gone from like this piece of junk to that, and then from this piece of junk right here to that, which is fantastic. One final thing, I have almost removed the dash right here. It's a little cracked, which was a lot of fun. But we're going to work on the lights because I don't have the mileage, and I have to get this VIN inspected, and they're going to want the mileage. So I got to figure out why this does not show up. But I want to show you what a little Back to Black can do for your dash, because as you can see right now, it's gray and gross. So here is the before. What do you think? I think it's going to be great. And then here is the after. I know it's hard to see because of the angle of the sun, but look right there. See how nice? Yeah, complete transformation. You add that with the wood. Ignore this right here. And this, ignore this right here. And we've made huge progress on this car. Look at that. And even, yep, we have a nice rear view mirror, which you can see me in my glasses. I don't know why I have these on when I'm not even looking at detail, but we'll get a couple of bulbs for that. Put the caps back in, the little lenses, and this is huge. I mean, this is giant. So now, once I get this working, I can take the car and get the VIN inspection. It's another day. The birds are singing, the duck is quacking, and things are going to be fantastic because the doors have had a lot of time to dry. Okay, so let me kind of show you. I've got my really bothersome duck right here, but these things are dry, and I got to tell you, they are good for another, I don't know, 30 years. 30-year glue, 15-hour glue right here. So we have all the doors, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 over there. Let me play some music while I get these things all attached, and then I will show you the final result. But I gotta say, this little car is going to be so gorgeous by the time I'm done with it. First things first, I want to show you the difference in the new and the old. And right off the bat, I'm going to have to paint the speaker covers. That's easy to do. Okay, a little touch-up paint, no biggie. But I want to see if you can spot the difference in the design and the build of the 2 doors. This is the one that's going on. This is the one that came from a different car. Okay, well, look. This has a little cubby hole right there. This does not. Okay, look how terrible, once again. So this was attached with a screw right here. This is attached with 2 screws right here. This is the door. So what I'm thinking is they just added this piece, and hopefully these 2 screws are where these 2 pieces go, which would be great. So the only thing I'm going to have to do to modify this, I hope, I didn't even think about this, is remove this. So let's go ahead and take this off, and we'll see how well this attaches. This is, yeah, that's something different. That is going to do it for this video. And the reason is because I made a terrible, classic rookie mistake. Yeah, if you are semi-knowledgeable about Mercedes, you know what I did. And it could bring this whole thing to just a screeching stop. The restoration could be over before it begins. I can't believe I did that. So in the comments below, let me know what you think it is. How did I mess up this restoration? Okay, I don't know. It's going so well, or it was going so well. Oh, this one is locked. The car, the exterior needs lots of work, needs lots of badging. But what I've done on the inside is huge, okay? This is an original door, okay? I have replaced the one on that side. I have not replaced either of the front ones, okay? Right there. But it's a rookie mistake, and I can't believe I did it. I spent so much time on, should I even admit anything? Well, I spent a lot of time doing something, and now I can't even use something. In the comments below, let me know what you think it is, okay? Can I get past it? I don't know. How I'm going to get past it? I don't know. Are you going to be quiet? No, he's not going to be quiet. So for everybody that loves Benzo, there's your parting shot. Give me one of your snarts. Your sneeze and your arts. You know what I'm talking about. You're not going to do it? Okay. I'm an idiot. That's why I started a YouTube channel. I can't believe I did it. I cannot believe so much time on pieces I cannot use. That's the only hint you're going to get. That really is. It's the only hint. So thank you for watching this video. Leave a comment. Let me know what I did. Bonus points if you tell me exactly what went wrong. And I'll see you in the next one. Okay, can we get this little girl back on the road? Probably. But it's just, I don't know. We're just going to have to see. All right. Have a good one. If you have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. 48% of the people that watch these videos aren't even subscribers. So please, please subscribe. I would have 100,000 subscribers if everybody who watched these would subscribe. So if you do like these, if you do watch these, please subscribe. All right, I'll see you again very, very soon. Yep, the sun will come up. I'll have a new attitude. We may get to work on this again. I don't know. I just don't know at this point. Okay, bye-bye.